Hi, welcome to Business Clinic from the scratch on YouTube. This is a channel for business starters and innovators who has one business or the other that they want to start. Today, I'll be sharing with you 10 steps to success as an entrepreneur. Number one, I want you to know this. In order for you to succeed as an entrepreneur, you must get financial education. The problem is that most of us don't get the adequate education. We just dive into a business thinking that the business will just do its magic. But the right thing to do first is to get the right business education. Then, number two, make sure that you note down all your ideas. The ideas, they just come like a wind. So it is very, very important for you to note all of them down because they are not there to stay with you. They just come like a wind, and then before you know it, the next minute they disappear. So it is very, very important for you to note down all your ideas, no matter how foolish it sounds, no matter how difficult or complicated it sounds. Make sure that you note all your ideas down. Number three is you need to exercise by taking action. It's not all about thinking and thinking and thinking. You need to take some level of faith-filled exercises in order to strengthen your business muscle. If you are not taking exercise, imagine someone that is not taking exercise. It means the person will be filled with lots of fats, and you know that fat is not good for our body. So it is very, very important for you to take action, take goal-oriented action towards your goals in order for you to succeed. Number four is maintain discipline. This is actually the place where we have a challenge, in this our particular generation. Many of us don't want to this we don't know how to discipline ourselves. There are lots of distractions here and there. People are saying one thing or thereabout, and the thing is now making people to be highly distracted. So in order for you to succeed, you need to maintain discipline. You need to be disciplined. I was discussing with someone the other day, and I was telling the person that if you can disappear for 6 months, sit on your laptop or your gadget, take a particular course on YouTube, avoid any kind of distraction, turn off any form of advert, you will see what you will become in the next 6 months. But many people lack that kind of discipline. You may not want to sit down, you are distracted, you are doing this, you are doing that, and before you know it, you are counting 5 years down the line and you have not been able to achieve anything. So it's very, very important for you to learn how to, be disciplined. Then the next one is move away from distractions. Move away from distractions. The world now is filled with lots of distractions. If you realize what is happening on the internet, if you watch what is happening around you now, you discover that every time you'll be hearing one thing or the other, especially across the internet. The fact is that many people have not really sat down to understand why these distractions are created. They are not artificial. They didn't just come up. They were intentionally created to drive a trend towards something. And before you know, you see somebody that was caught up on one scandal or the other being given an ambassadorial deal, because they want to know who are people talking about. They want who has the capacity to distract people from what they are doing. So that is why you need to be very, very careful and walk away from distractions if you must succeed in business. Then the next one, which is number 6, is avoid negativity. Avoid negativity. In short, the name for a Jewish businessman is a man of faith. I don't know whether I'm going to pronounce it correctly, but they call it Omen. That's the word for a businessman in Hebrew. That means a man of faith. So you cannot succeed when you are filled with negativity and you surround yourself with negative people. You need to avoid every form of negativity. Anybody that is saying it cannot be done, you need to do away, avoid that person if you must succeed. And let me tell you, do you know that when you start doing things right, you are going to have less friends? Negative people are more in the society. That is why we have more poor people around than rich people. So it is very, very important for you to intentionally avoid negativity and anything that breeds negativity. Then the next point there, which is number 7, is track your little success. Track your little success. You know, success is like an energizer, is a booster, is an energy. When you succeed and in something, an endeavor that you embarked on previous time or previous years ago, if you are now facing a complex situation, your mind will tell you that you have survived such a thing before. So, but if you had never done such a thing before, if you had never celebrated it, if you had never made it